This video is sponsored by GE Lighting, a Savant company, makers of the new Sync smart home platform. I'm Andrew Edwards, and you're watching Gear Live. During the first ever all-digital CES, I got a look at a new smart home platform that aims to bring features and operability from professional custom installations over to the average everyday consumer. You see, C by GE is about to see a monumental shift, expanding beyond smart lighting. It's getting a new name and a host of new features and functionality. GE Lighting, a Savant company's new smart home platform, will be called Sync. As part of the rollout, we'll see a whole new app launching in March that the company says will focus on being customizable and user-friendly. In addition, the brand is also launching 3 new devices that tie into the Sync ecosystem: an indoor security camera, an outdoor smart plug, and a smart switch for ceiling fans. Now, one thing about these products up front, like other companies, GE Lighting, a Savant company, has made them compatible with digital assistants, in particular the ones from Amazon and Google. However, rather than just relying on that backbone from those third-party companies, these Sync products can all work together and maintain their smarts even if you choose not to use them with the Google or Amazon assistants, giving you more choice and control. Now, since CES took place virtually this year, and if you're unaware, CES is the consumer electronics show where over 100,000 people descend on Vegas every year to see all the new hotness that's going to be dropping basically throughout the rest of that year. Obviously, due to everything that's happening, 100,000 people couldn't meet in the same place, and so this year's CES was virtual. And so because of that, the company built out a virtual home tour and took me through demos of several of their products. And in fact, even before the tour, they sent this over, which was pretty cool. This is the Explore the Sea experience, skipping Vegas this year, but still want to see the cutting edge of innovation in a smart home. You open this up, there's a little home in there, 3D, scan the QR code, and it takes you to an augmented reality smart home preview of the walkthrough that I was able to get. Despite the fact that it was virtual, I was able to get my hands on the 3 products that I mentioned. So here's an overview of each, along with interesting portions of the tour itself. Let's start with this guy right here. This is the indoor camera, and this is the first foray outside of smart lighting, plugs, and lighting accessories for the brand. What you get with the Sync indoor camera is a device that records in 1080p with support for night vision, person detection, and live viewing in the Sync app. However, the 2 features that make this stand out for me are both privacy related. First, there's the hardware privacy shutter. You just lift on the shutter, and now you cover the camera itself. And not only does it cover the camera, but when you lift this, it also disables the microphone. So if you have this set up somewhere and you don't want it recording or want anyone to be able to access the live feed in the app, all you need to do is lift up the shutter and you're good. Now, second, there is support built in for SD cards. If you can see it right there, there's a little micro SD card slot. This means you can store all your footage locally without having to upload it to the cloud. An added bonus there means you also don't need to pay any sort of monthly fee for storage of your clips. With a lot of other smart cameras, the only option is cloud storage, and then you need to pay to access your clips because there's no local storage option. So seeing that micro SD card slot built in is awesome. And you can still access your clips and download them to your phone from the Sync app, even directly from the SD card slot. If you're interested in the Sync indoor camera, you can pick this one up starting in May. Next, there is the Smart Outdoor Plug, and you get 2 power outlets here, as you can see. These can each be individually controlled either by Wi-Fi or Bluetooth wireless connections from the Sync app. Or you can connect it to Amazon or Google to control the outlets with your voice. So right off the top of my head, for me, I would probably plug in my ambient or ambiance outdoor lighting into one, and then maybe during the holidays, I can use the other one for holiday lighting. That allows me to control each one independently. Also, obviously, being an outdoor device, it is weather resistant. As you can see, there are protective flaps here, and even on the back, there is a mounting bracket area as well if you want to connect it to an outdoor wall. So no worries there, it is weather resistant. You'll be able to pick this one up in March. And the third device being launched is the Sync Fan Speed Smart Switch. Now this one will be available in June, and using this device along with the Sync mobile app, homeowners will be able to control their ceiling fans from anywhere. It allows you to set the fan to rotate at 4 different speeds, which again you can do from the app or using the switch, which you would install in your wall. And also allows you to set a schedule if you want your fan to automatically start and stop at specific times. There's also scene support, so you can have the fan start and stop in conjunction with other devices, all tied back into the Sync smart home system. Now, I did confirm that this product turns your ordinary existing ceiling fan into a smart fan. There is no need to buy new fan hardware. Just set up and install the switch and you're up and running.
My assumption is you need to also have like a compatible ceiling fan. Is there a range of these, or is there like a specific one that you offer that people would use along with the switch, or basically how that works?
Yeah, so it's a good question, because for like a basic ceiling fan, especially without lighting on it, this will work really well. If your ceiling fan has lighting, it can work if the lighting is on a separate circuit. So ceiling fans are kind of all over the place. We designed this one to meet the most frequent use case.
Okay, so you don't need to buy a smart ceiling fan. It's the switch that then powers it and makes it smart.
Exactly.
So now you can control your ceiling fan without getting out of bed using the Sync app or your voice, or even start cooling a room while you're on your way home right from your phone. Now that's the overview, but I did mention that I was able to get a virtual tour, and I want to give you guys a look at some of the highlights. GE Lighting, a Savant company, put together a cool virtual home to show how the Sync platform and products work together. And as I mentioned, they sent me this augmented reality teaser, which let me explore one of the rooms right on my smartphone. So here are some examples of how the Sync platform works in different areas of the home.
The first area that we will dive into is the dining and kind of kitchen area. So this is kind of an interesting part of your house, especially now with work from home, because the lighting in the kitchen, you might want it one way for cooking or working from home, but maybe if it's sort of like, date night or something like that, you want it to be a little bit, softer, warmer. This is one of those areas where you want that customization, because the use case for this room might change throughout the day. We are going to use a feature called True Image, and that True Image feature has been part of the Savant app. That's something that they patented a number of years back. It lets you take a picture, and it could be of a room, and it takes a quick snapshot of when the light is on and when the light is off. And it uses an algorithm then to, in the app, show in the app what's happening in that room as if you were standing there watching it. Not only do you get the personalized aspect of, like, hey, that's my kitchen, literally my kitchen in my app, but as I might adjust brightness, colors, or anything like that, the app will reflect that visually. This complements our existing dimmers and switches. It's the same kind of industrial design that you'll see on the dimmer switch. So I'll switch to that real fast just so you can see it. That's our normal dimmer switch, and this is our fan switch. So it blends in very well. The fan switch, it can make your traditional ceiling fan smart. So it has the 25, 50, 75, and 100% power levels. So you can turn that up and down on the switch. If you have a light that, is maybe like a cool sort of Edison bulb from GE like that, where you don't want to get rid of it, but you want to make it smart, this is the option to do that. So you can replace an existing wall switch with one of the dimmers or just the on-off switches, and you get the same level of control as if it were a smart light. It's just being controlled by the switch at that point. So this is a unique design now where you don't need that neutral wire, but you can still install this switch and you get all the benefits of smart control, whether that's in the app or voice or out of home or wherever it might be. I've got the ability to group this with other devices in my bedroom. It can be plugs, switches, bulbs, whatever it might be. And without needing to use an app, without needing to maybe use a voice command that might wake up my wife because she's already asleep, I can use this remote and I get that on, off, and dimming control without needing to open up the app or use voice, like I said. We are going to move outside. The first thing I'm going to touch on, because this is like this use case resonates extremely well with our customer base. Security is obviously top of mind when people talk about smart home, like convenience, security, that kind of stuff. Those are always like the two things that people think about. Just set it on a schedule so that as soon as the sun goes down, your lights turn on. And then as soon as the sun comes up, your lights turn off. It's really easy. And then it also blends in with holiday lighting. You know, invented the light bulb and brought it to market. What we've done with the Par 38 is we've taken that best-in-class traditional light and we've made it smart. So this is full color. I get all of the red, green, blue kind of hues that I would on our existing lighting. And then I can also do the white temperature control. So I can go from like a warmer sort of white to like that brighter, almost bluish security kind of lighting.
So there you have it, guys. That was your look at the upcoming products from GE Lighting, a Savant company, dropping later this year, along with the highlights of my virtual tour. If you want more information on any of the products we talked about in this video, be sure to hit the link down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. As always, guys, I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I'll catch you in the next video.